Texas Spiny Lizard belly blues. What's the secret? The Texas Spiny Lizard is a remarkably common reptile throughout much of Texas and surrounding states, often seen darting across rocks and basking in the sun. While their spiky scales are instantly recognizable, many people don't realize that the blue patches you might see on the bellies of male Texas spiny lizards hold a fascinating secret. These vibrant hues aren't just for decoration, they're visual signals used primarily during mating season. The intensity and size of these blue markings can actually reflect a male lizard's health, age, and overall dominance within the population. A brighter, more extensive blue patch often indicates a healthier, older individual who is likely to be successful in attracting females and defending his territory from rival males. Interestingly, this display isn't constant. The blueness can fluctuate depending on factors like stress levels or environmental conditions, highlighting how complex these seemingly simple signals truly are. As male Texas spiny lizards reach adulthood, something quite remarkable begins to happen. They develop these striking blue patches on their scales. You'll notice them most prominently around the throat and sometimes extending onto the sides of their heads. It's a visual cue that signifies maturity, but it's much more than just random coloring. The intensity of this blue coloration actually varies significantly from lizard to lizard. Some will have vibrant, almost electric blue markings, while others display a much paler hue. This isn't simply due to genetics alone. Factors like diet and overall health can also influence the depth and vibrancy of these patches. Essentially, it's an indicator of their individual fitness and status within the group. Notice those vibrant blue markings on its scales. They're much more than just a splash of color. They're actually a fascinating window into this lizard's life. These blues act as visual signals, directly reflecting the individual's health and their position within the social structure of the group. A lizard displaying intensely bright blue coloration generally indicates it's in excellent physical condition, strong, well fed, and thriving. Conversely, a faded or dull blue can suggest stress, illness, or simply a lower ranking within the hierarchy. Dominant males, those who successfully compete for territory and mates, typically showcase the most brilliant blues, essentially advertising their superior status to others. That vibrant blue you see isn't pigment, it's a fascinating optical trick created by tiny structures within the lizard's skin. These specialized cells, called iridophores, contain crystals of guanine, a substance also found in fish scales. The arrangement of these guanine crystals is key. They're layered meticulously, acting like incredibly small prisms. As light hits them, it's reflected and refracted, producing that shimmering blue hue. What's even more remarkable is how the color changes depending on your viewing angle. A slight shift can dramatically alter the perceived shade. Truly an amazing example of natural engineering. Notice how vibrant those blue patches are on this male. Females of the Texas Spiny Lizard don't typically display these striking colors. Some females might have a very subtle hint of blue, but it's usually far less pronounced than what we see in males. This difference isn't just about aesthetics, it strongly suggests that these bright blue markings play a key role in how male lizards compete for dominance and attract mates. males use them to signal their strength and desirability to females, essentially advertising their fitness. The absence or faintness of these patches in females reinforces the idea that they are primarily involved in male competition and female choice, a fascinating example of sexual selection at work. As mating season approaches, these lizards transform their behavior dramatically. Males become intensely competitive, and you'll often witness what we call combat displays. It's a fascinating visual ritual. To establish dominance and attract the attention of females, males will rapidly flash the vibrant blue patches on their bellies. This isn't just a casual showing off, it's an assertive signal to any rival lizards nearby. They essentially use their bright blue undersides as a challenge, a declaration that they are strong and worthy. The intensity of the display often escalates, with males pushing and shoving each other in attempts to appear larger and more impressive. It's truly a visual battle for supremacy. That incredible blue you're seeing isn't just a random genetic trait, it's actually influenced by what these lizards eat. The intensity of that coloration is directly tied to their diet. Think of it like a natural indicator of health. Lizards with access to a wide variety of nutrient-rich food, things like insects and vegetation packed with carotenoids, tend to show much more vibrant blue hues. Conversely, if they're struggling to find good meals, that color can appear duller or even fade slightly. It's fascinating how their diet literally colors their appearance. It's fascinating to see how Texas spiny lizards find their partners. For a long time, we thought these lizards simply mated at random. However, recent research has revealed something truly surprising. Female spiny lizards aren't just passively accepting whoever comes along, they are actively choosing mates based on the appearance of their blue belly patches. These vibrant patches, which vary in brightness and pattern between individuals, seem to be a crucial factor in mate selection. Brighter, more complex patterns appear to signal health and potentially even superior genes, meaning females are picking lizards that could pass on beneficial traits to their offspring. This demonstrates an unexpected level of sophistication in lizard courtship behavior, showing us that visual cues can play a significant role in reproductive success. The vibrancy of a male Texas spiny lizard's blue markings isn't constant. It can actually fluctuate depending on its environment and how stressed it is. You might notice that these brilliant blues appear less intense, almost muted, during periods of high heat or when the lizard feels threatened. This sensitivity makes their coloration a fascinating indicator of overall well-being. A duller blue suggests the individual isn't thriving, perhaps struggling with temperature regulation or experiencing significant stress from predators or competition. Observing these shifts provides valuable insights into how environmental factors impact this species and highlights their delicate balance within their ecosystem. This dramatic display, often involving a male Texas spiny lizard inflating its body and bobbing its head, is more than just an amusing spectacle. It's a window into their complex social lives. These lizards aren't simply posturing randomly, they are actively communicating. The inflation creates a visual signal, making the lizard appear larger and more imposing to rivals. This communicates dominance or readiness to defend territory. Simultaneously, head bobbing adds another layer of information, potentially indicating aggression levels or even subtle nuances in social status. Observing these interactions reveals fascinating details about how they establish hierarchies within their communities, avoiding physical conflict whenever possible. The intensity of the display is often tied directly to a male's hormonal state and overall health. A robust lizard can produce a more impressive show, further reinforcing its position. Ultimately, this behavior beautifully illustrates the profound connection between a lizard's internal physiology and its outward actions.